What if the most complex, most sophisticated machine in the entire universe wasn't some futuristic supercomputer or a deep space rocket, but you? Seriously, what if I told you that packed inside you right now is technology so advanced it makes our greatest inventions look like children's toys? You're a biological marvel, a living masterpiece billions of years in the making, capable of feats that seem to defy belief. But the most incredible part? Most of us have no idea what's really going on under our own skin. Get ready to discover the unbelievable truths about your own body that they definitely didn't cover in health class. We're talking about regenerative powers that would make a superhero jealous. A biological computer with more connections than there are stars in our galaxy, and a highway system inside you long enough to circle the entire planet. This isn't science fiction, it's you. And by the end of this, you will never look at yourself in the mirror the same way again. Let's start with your hidden superpowers, abilities so extraordinary they sound like they were ripped straight from a comic book. First up, that supercomputer in your skull. We often compare our brains to computers, but honestly, that's an insult to your brain. It contains roughly 86 billion neurons, and each one of those forms thousands of connections. This creates a network so vast that estimates place the number of connections, or synapses, as high as 1 quadrillion. That's a 1 with 15 zeros. While operating on just 20 watts of power, barely enough to light a dim light bulb, your brain runs an entire internet of supercomputers, silently powering your every thought, dream, and breath. Next, let's talk about regeneration. We can't regrow a limb like a salamander, but we have our own regenerative champion, the liver. Your liver has such a phenomenal capacity for renewal that it can fully regrow even if up to 75% of it is removed. Surgeons perform living donor transplants where a piece of a healthy liver is given to a patient, and within months, both livers grow back to their original size. It's a real-life superpower of healing happening inside you right now. But what about defense? Your body has armor that's incredibly tough. Your tooth enamel is the hardest substance in your body. In fact, human teeth are just as hard as shark teeth. The main difference? Sharks get to replace theirs constantly. So maybe don't get into a biting contest. Still, this durability is thanks to a mineral that makes your teeth resilient enough to withstand decades of chewing and grinding. This renewal isn't just for internal organs. Your skin, your body's largest organ, is in a constant state of rebirth. You might not feel it, but you're shedding dead skin cells right now, about 30,000 to 50,000 every single minute. This process is so thorough that your entire outer layer of skin replaces itself about every month. Over your lifetime, you'll shed roughly 80 pounds of skin. You literally aren't the same person you were a month ago. Finally, consider your eyes. After the brain, they're the most complex organ you have. Your eyes are so powerful they can distinguish between approximately 10 million different colors. And the muscles that move them are the fastest in your body, able to contract in less than 1/100th of a second. This is why we say something happens in the blink of an eye. It's one of the quickest movements your body can make. While your eyes do grow a bit after birth, they change much less than the rest of your head, which is why babies seem to have such large, captivating eyes. Okay, so you've got superpowers, but your body also has some truly strange quirks. For starters, let's go back to that supercomputer in your head. What's it made of? Mostly fat. Your brain is nearly 60% fat, making it the fattiest organ you own. This isn't the same stuff you worry about on your waistline. These are essential fatty acids that are critical for your brain's performance. So the next time someone calls you a fathead, you can just say thanks. Here's another strange one. While your eyes don't grow much, your ears and nose never stop. This isn't because the bones are getting bigger, but because they're made of cartilage. Over time, gravity causes the cartilage to slowly stretch and elongate. So, throughout your life, your ears and nose are on a slow and steady journey of growth. Ever thought of yourself as a source of light? You should. Humans actually produce their own faint, invisible glow. It's a phenomenon called bioluminescence, a tiny byproduct of all the metabolic reactions happening in your cells. This glow is about 1,000 times weaker than what our eyes can detect, but ultra-sensitive cameras can see it. So no, you're not a walking glow stick, but you are, in a very real sense, a being of light. And have you ever noticed that one nostril feels more stuffed up than the other? That's not in your head. It's a process called the nasal cycle. Your body automatically shifts the bulk of breathing from one nostril to the other every few hours, giving each side a chance to rest and recover moisture. It's just one of the thousands of background tasks your body manages without you ever thinking about it. Even your organs have their quirks. Your two lungs, for example, aren't the same size. To make room for your heart, which is tilted slightly to the left, your left lung is about 10% smaller than your right. It's a perfect example of efficient packing, making sure all your vital organs fit snugly inside your chest. We're only halfway through uncovering the secrets of you. If these facts are blowing your mind, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Now let's zoom in, way in, to a world inside you that's invisible, but where some of the most mind-boggling things are happening. Think about your circulatory system. It's a vast network of arteries, veins, and capillaries. If you were to take all of those blood vessels from just one adult and lay them out end to end, they would stretch for about 60,000 miles. The Earth is about 25,000 miles around. That means your blood vessels could circle the entire planet more than twice. At the center of it all is your tireless heart. The average human heart beats around 100,000 times a day, pumping about 2,000 gallons of blood. Over an average lifetime, that's more than 3 billion heartbeats. It's one of the most fatigue-resistant muscles in your body, a true marathon runner that never stops. While your heart is pumping, your kidneys are doing the dirty work. These two small organs are the most sophisticated purification plants known to man. Every day, they filter about 50 gallons of blood, removing waste and excess water to make urine, all to keep your blood perfectly balanced. It's a silent, life-sustaining process that happens 24/7. But let's go even smaller, down to your DNA. Inside almost every one of your cells is a strand of DNA that's about 6 feet long if you stretched it out. Now, here's the wild part. If you could take the DNA from all of your cells and line it all up end to end, the strand would stretch from the Earth to the Sun and back, dozens of times. All of that impossibly long code is coiled up and packed into a space you can't even see. Finally, you are not alone. Not even close. You are an ecosystem. The human body is home to trillions of microorganisms, bacteria, viruses, and fungi that make up your microbiome. In fact, recent studies suggest the number of bacterial cells in your body is roughly equal to the number of your human cells. You're about half human, half bacteria. And these tiny passengers aren't just along for the ride. They help you digest food, produce vitamins, and even regulate your immune system. You're a walking, talking planet, absolutely teeming with life. We end where we began, with you. We've talked about your brain's connections, but what about its storage? Some scientists have tried to estimate its memory capacity, and one popular approximation puts it at around 2.5 petabytes. A petabyte is 1,000,000 gigabytes. To put that in perspective, you'd need to leave a YouTube video running for over 300 years to fill up that much space. Your ability to learn, remember, and store experiences is, for all practical purposes, immense. So, the most complex machine in the universe isn't made of wires and circuits, it's made of cells and synapses. It's you. From your self-renewing skin to the universe of DNA packed inside you, you are a marvel of biological engineering, more powerful, weirder, and more wonderful than you ever knew. You are a living, breathing miracle.